it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Lacey. I'm a ELA teacher. I teach 8th grade, and I wanted to bring you along for a typical week in my life. This week is a week where everything connects because they are doing an essay this week. It is Tuesday because yesterday was Veterans Day, so I'm just gonna film Tuesday through Friday. The essay isn't due till Friday because I like to do the full essay process, even though that's old school. So they are gonna handwrite it for the first few days and then they'll type it Thursday and Friday. Obviously, standardized testing, they'll have like 2 hours to do the essay, so they won't have time to do a rough draft and all that. But we'll get into the timed writing a little bit closer to testing. For now, I just like to do the long process. I had a sub on Friday because my husband got foot surgery, so I'm trying to make sure everything is in order. Obviously, I trust the subs and everything, but there are some things that I had put up out the way, like my personal pens and pencils and stuff. They were away because I just don't want those messed with. Not necessarily the sub, but maybe the kids. Also, I put up the candy and all the treats in a whole different area, so I need to put those back where they go and just kind of get my life together. Luckily, it lets me clock in now from the computer, so I don't have to walk all the way up front. So I just clocked in, and I'm gonna get my room back in order, and then I will show you a little bit more about the essay. Here is my outfit of the day from Shein, who guessed it. If you did not see the Shein haul that I posted a few days ago, make sure you check that out. It has these super cute pearl buttons and this super cute collar, so I love this. And I put on boots because it is finally feeling like fall. I showed this in my last teacher vlog. I chose an interesting topic. So they are going to be doing an argumentative essay about Instagram versus TikTok. So they have an Instagram article to read and a TikTok article to read. Even though they already have prior knowledge and they probably already had one in mind, of course they do need to read the articles because that's where the evidence comes from. And they actually have an outline. So before they even do their rough draft, I kind of like to have them do an outline so that way they just remember that order, because argumentative is very formulaic. It's not like creative writing, like narrative, you can write whatever. It has to be a certain order. So they are going to do an outline. So basically it tells them, step 1, think of a hook. Step 2, introduce the topic, give background. Step 3 is your claim. Now the second paragraph is going to be reasons, evidence, explain your evidence. Like it just kind of reminds them of the order and they'll just write in the blanks. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then when they do the rough draft, they can kind of make it better. And then when they type, they'll make it even better. So that is gonna last all week. I think it'll go pretty well because it's a topic that they actually know about. I bought this on Teachers Pay Teachers instead of finding a boring topic for free. So hopefully they appreciate that. Instead of jumping right in, I actually did this warm up. I added this last minute last night because I don't want to just jump right in. So here is like 100 social media apps, and I'm gonna have them write down as many that they can recognize without the name. So I want them to see how many they know. And then on the next slide, I do have the actual answers. I know it's really small for the camera, but I do actually have the answers. So I think it'll just be a fun way to start thinking about it. And then I'll ask them, out of all these options, which 2 do you think are the most popular? And then I'll kind of transition into talking just about TikTok and Instagram. So that's how today's gonna go. The kids are about to come, so I'm gonna straighten up these desks like I do all the time, get my room in order, and start this Tuesday. Lunchtime update, everything is going well. I chose something they know about and I haven't had any complaints. And typically, you know, you would hear moans and groans with writing, but it's a fun topic. So that's going well. The warm up also went well because it was kind of cool for them to see all those social media apps and they got to name as many as they knew. And there was literally 100 and most people maybe got 20 at most. So a lot of them I didn't even know. So it was just a fun way to get them thinking about social media. Overall, been a good day so far. I got 2 more classes left and then I'll have planning, which I will check in with you then. As you can see, it's the end of the day. I am clocking out for the day. My husband, he's bored at home recovering from surgery, and he actually requested that I print some shoes for him to color. So I just printed those and I am now clocking out and headed home. I have to stop by Target, which is very dangerous, but there are a couple groceries I forgot to get on Sunday. So I am going to pick up just a few groceries and then I am going to pick up this vlog tomorrow. Some people are close to done with their outline. Some people have barely started. So it's kind of hard to do essays when people work at different paces. But I am gonna do a couple bookets tomorrow as our warm-up, but for the rest of the class, they will be continuing working on their outline. The goal is tomorrow to finish the outline and maybe do a rough draft, so that way Thursday we can exchange with somebody else. I'm real big on peer reviews, so they can edit each other's writing and then they'll type it Friday when it's due. So that is the plan. I will check in with you guys in the morning. I'm gonna head home, bring my husband his little coloring sheets, and talk to you tomorrow. Happy Wednesday, guys. It feels like Tuesday, but thankfully it is not. We are continuing more of what we started yesterday. Like I said, people are at different stages of their outline. So some people are almost done writing it and some people barely started. Something about those last two classes, they just feel shorter, so they really did not get much done. So the goal today is for everyone to finish the outline and then on line paper, go ahead and write a rough draft to exchange. Tomorrow is the day I plan on having them exchange their papers with someone else and write some comments and do all of that. And then Friday is the day it's due and they'll just spend that day typing. So that's the essay process I like to do. Outline, rough draft that you switch with somebody else, and then final draft on the computer. So that's the plan. I am gonna do a few bookets because some of them are still asking me, wait, what's a claim again? What's a reason again? So I found some argumentative terms bookets. So they're gonna do 2 of those as our warm up and then they'll get back to their outline because this is all stuff I've taught before. This is all stuff they've learned before. And I just figured that's a more fun way to review those terms. Pretty chill day for me. I'm gonna work on next week's lesson plan so that way I can have that done. And I also am catching up on grading as well. So that is the plan for today. Here is the booklet I found. It has like actual reading involved. So they have to read a little passage and then it asks them which claim best matches this evidence. Here's one that has a claim and they have to figure out the counterclaim. So I think it's a really good one. And then this is the slide for today. It just says complete the outline and then write the rough draft. It's lunchtime now. I have been making salads for this week and I just want to check in with you guys. Everything is going pretty well for the most part. We did the online Blook-It game as a warm-up and let's just say there's a couple classes that can no longer participate in Blook-It because they just get too hyped up and I try to give them freedom, but like yelling is crazy. After the Blook-Its, they are getting back to their essay. They're asking good questions. They're working pretty hard. So I have no complaints. I'm working on grading today because there is something from last week that I need to grade. I'm kind of catching up since I was out Friday because typically I try to grade things within like a day if possible. And if I was here Friday, I would have graded everything. So now that it's Wednesday, I just feel like I'm behind. So that's what I'm doing now. And then once I'm done grading, I'm gonna start planning for next week. Our school has us turn in actual lesson plans, so I do need to start typing that up. And I will check in with you guys during my planning because I don't think we have any meetings today either. I am actually grading these constructed responses. I'm covering up the name, but it's just a paragraph that they wrote last week. They still had to do a hook, they still had to do a claim and a couple of reasons and quotes, but it's not like a 5-paragraph essay like they're doing now because I just like for them to kind of do a practice writing before just doing a big essay. So that's what I'm trying to grade now. I am halfway through my last class, so I should be done in the next hour or so. But obviously I'm helping the kids with their essay. I'm walking around, so I can't exclusively grade. But that is what I'm grading. And then next week they do have a writing test because in our county, they have all the middle schoolers do like a standardized writing test. So that's really what we are preparing for. Of course, their essay is going in the grade book. I am grading it, but the end goal is this writing test that's next Tuesday. So that's why we're doing the essay this week. That's why we did this short writing last week. Definitely feel like as a teacher, I did prepare them well. So what they get, you know, will just kind of depend on the effort they put in. I can't control the effort level, but I do know I did prepare them well. It turns out we do have a meeting, so I'm gonna head to the meeting. It's just a grade level 8th grade meeting. It is mid-November, which means it's almost Thanksgiving time, which means it's almost Christmas time. So we need to start talking about what we're gonna do because our school goes all out. The school is already decorated, but the teachers are supposed to decorate the bulletin boards, our doors, all of that. So we're gonna start to discuss that because it is quite a lot of work. And I'm gonna start thinking of some students I wanna choose to help me with that because obviously I'll be teaching. I don't have time to just color and cut stuff out, so I'm gonna have to choose some student volunteers. But I'm gonna head to the meeting and hopefully I'll have time to talk to you a little bit more. Excuse the noise, I'm on the expressway. The end of my day got very hectic because our meeting ended up taking a while. It wasn't a bad meeting though, because again, our school goes all out for Christmas. It's a huge competition between 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and I think even the connection teachers too. And it's just a lot going on around Christmas time. So even though it's early, it's really smart to start early because things are about to get super hectic. So we discussed our theme, we discussed how we're gonna design our doors and everything. And so we all pretty much have ideas of what we're gonna do. But that's really it for today. Again, this is a week in my life, so I will pick up this vlog tomorrow. Guys, it's lunchtime and I have not talked to you all day, but that's because when I was walking into work, I already saw teachers working on the bulletin boards and starting to get them ready for Christmas. So I kind of felt bad just coming in my room and shutting the door. So I ended up helping a little bit with that. So I did not get to check in with you guys, but they have an online assessment to do today. So the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that's what they're doing. And then they are just getting back to their essay. Again, they're all at different paces. So it's kind of a weird day where they are just working at their own pace. So those who are already done handwriting, I'm letting them start to type. Those that are still writing their rough draft, of course, that's what they're doing. But I did actually choose 3 people from my homeroom, and I did show them the ideas for the Christmas door. So I'm gonna get started on that probably next week. During planning, I'll take you guys with me to the room that has all the butcher paper and start getting the supplies, and we'll officially start that on Monday. Here is this bulletin board. It is all ready for decoration. Same with this one. And you can kind of see on down the hallway, they are all ready for us to start decorating. I'm on my planning break. I don't have a meeting today, but I am going to get proactive and start getting the paper and stuff. Like I said, I'm not gonna start decorating today, but I am going to at least get the supplies so everything is ready when we start on Monday. I just prefer to start on a fresh week. I already turned in my lesson plan. I don't really have any real work to do, so I am gonna go ahead and get my paper. I literally came back in my room with all this paper, and it turns out I had a meeting. So my meeting was waiting on me. So I ended up having a meeting today. Thursday is our typical ELA meeting day, but for some reason I thought it was canceled. So I ended up having to do that, but I did get some red paper for my door, and then I got some brown paper because I'm gonna have a tree on my door. I literally only have 4 minutes till the kids come because I ended up having a meeting. But like I said, today wasn't anything crazy. They just continued doing their essay after their assessment they had to take. Tomorrow they are going to type and submit the essay. I'm trying to get rid of late work, so the assignment closes tomorrow. It's due tomorrow and it closes tomorrow. So they have until midnight technically to get it done, but in my class, if they're working hard, they should definitely be able to get it done. So I will talk to you more in the morning. I'm just gonna probably end today's part here. I'm gonna pull up the show for the kids because they'll be here any minute, and I will check in with you guys first thing tomorrow. You already know Friday is my Starbucks day, so I cannot wait. Good morning, guys. I just got to work and I dispersed the Starbucks because me and my team from last year, we started the Friday tradition of getting Starbucks. And then for this year, we were all split up. One of my coworkers is on 7th grade, one of them is on 6th grade, and I'm on 8th grade. So literally completely split up. But we kept the tradition going. I just dropped off their drinks in their classroom for when they get here. And I just wanted to show you what I typically get from Starbucks. I get the strawberry acai refresher. It looks like they did not fill it all the way for it to be almost $6, but we're not gonna talk about that. And then I also get the egg bites as well. Today, once again, is a pretty chill day for me because they are just going to be typing their essay. I kept saying in the beginning of the vlog that they were going to exchange with the partner and look at each other's writing, and that was supposed to be Thursday, which was yesterday. However, we had to do that last minute assessment. It was just like a multiple choice assessment just to track their growth. And so it was just too much going on. But today they will exchange with someone, type it, turn it in, and that's it for this essay. So today is the official last day. It is due today. And again, the assignment closes today because I'm tired of dealing with late work. So hopefully everyone gets it in on time. As I said yesterday, I'm already done planning for next week. So while they're working, I really don't have anything to do. So I am just gonna walk around and actually help them today. Some days I do kind of have to sit back and get my stuff done, but today there's not really anything time sensitive since next week is already planned and that is our last week before Thanksgiving. So I am gonna walk around, check in with everyone. I've been reading all the essays all week and they honestly are looking really good. So it really makes a difference when they know about the topic. So I am going to walk around today, like I said. I was gonna show you what we're doing next week. I showed you guys a couple vlogs back about this cut and paste activity, and we are going to do another one on Monday. The writing test that I told you we are preparing for is Tuesday. So Monday, the day before the writing test, they're gonna do another cut and paste. This is an argumentative essay that is completely out of order. They gotta put it back in order. They're not writing anything, so they can't really, complain about writing, but it is very, very challenging for them. Tuesday's the writing test, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, those are the 3 days before Thanksgiving. So they're actually going to make their own commercial because commercials are argumentative. They're trying to convince you. So everything's planned. I just need to get a few more copies and then I will be 100% ready for next week. I've been staying ahead like this all year, so hopefully I'll keep this going all the way until May. It's lunchtime now. Everything is going super well. And since I already turned in my lesson plan and everything, I'm actually beginning to grade today. And I've graded just like 3 essays so far. And I literally already gave a 100. It makes such a difference when they like what they're writing about. And they're doing so well. I'm so proud of them because argumentative is very tough. And I did teach this group when they were in 6th grade. And I remember how they were then and how they are now, and they've grown a ton. So I'm really, really happy. It should be a pretty easy grade for most of them. I think everyone is going to pass. I haven't seen anything that causes concern for me. Obviously, the essay was due today, so I'm not gonna expect to get them all graded today, but I just figured whenever I have a moment, I'll just go ahead and start grading. What I'm doing now is going through their graded work. Whenever stuff is graded, I put it in this filing cabinet because I just kind of needed a place to put it. So we do have a parent conference today, and it is one of those conferences where I'm gonna need documentation. I do not know what it's about, and you just never know how that's gonna go. So it won't just be me, it'll be my whole team and my principal as well, because at my school they don't like for us to just meet one-on-one with parents because you just never know what can go down. Parent meeting is done, everything went well. It was nothing crazy. And it is now pretty much the end of the day. I'm about to pull up a show because I like the kids to just kind of have something to do at the end of the day because it's just a lot of chaos. So I'm gonna pull up a TV show and I'm gonna write the stuff on the board for Monday and change this over here because this is like my weekly overview, and just get ready to go. It's the end of the day. I am about to leave. As you can see, all these Christmas trees are ready for the holidays. I ended up staying a little bit late because I had to get a few things done because I had that meeting and some other stuff, and I just wanted to get my room ready for next week. But I'm about to head out. Friday, I go to Crumble Cookie, get myself a treat, so that is where I'm about to go. I also need to make a return at Ross. If you watched that Ross video, I have to return the shirt that didn't fit me. And I also need to go to the library because, surprise, I'm an ELA teacher who loves to read. So I am going to end this video here. I'm in the teacher's lounge because I had to do something in here real quick. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. If you want to see more videos like this, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.